Hi, amazing people. Welcome back to our channel. It is time with MK, and guess what? It is 2025, and we are amazed by the stories that are coming up this year. Oh my goodness. I'm very sure you are ready. Not even get ready. You are ready for these stories. So please stay tuned because the guest that I have in today, her story, I don't know. It's amazing. It's powerful. It's definitely going to change someone's life. It's going to encourage someone. Healing is taking place. It's just one of those stories that you have to sit down, watch from minute 0 all the way to the last. So stay tuned as we bring our guest. So hi, Pesh.
Hi, fine.
I'm so happy that we get to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about your story because of just how impactful it's going to be to another person, a woman out there, a man out there. Like, we are going through phases in life,
Yeah.
and unfortunately we don't speak about it. And that's one of the reasons that's why we decided to have this channel, by God's grace, called It Is Time, where we are speaking about those hard conversations and what we go through that we don't speak about, or people don't share, or just feel like, hey, you know what, I've been holding this thing for a while.
Yeah.
Now it is time that we talk about it.
Yeah.
Now, please introduce yourself to our guest. Who is this beautiful, gorgeous woman? Oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. I wish you could see her in person. But who's this beautiful person? And maybe what do you do and all that? And then you just tell us your story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it good morning or good afternoon, everyone? You know, I'm Peris Kirigo. That's my name. Born from Nyeri County by a single mother. I have a son. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a preacher, an entrepreneur, a counselor. I do so many things. And by the grace of God, the grace that have carried me all through since I was born, surely I've seen the hand of the Lord. My goodness, I was to quote the Bible, but let me start my story.
You still quote that Bible because we can never leave God out of our lives. Like, He's always part of our lives. And even this channel is inspired by Him.
Yeah.
So He's the one that guides us. So please don't shy away from quoting the scripture. That's the basic.
But the problem is that I can quote from Genesis to Revelation.
We will quote whatever we can quote. Anyway, so your story.
Yes.
Let's start from before all the way to who you are now, so that people just can get the whole. Oh, it's
I always say that I'm the most beautiful woman.
But you are.
I believe in my beauty. I believe in my strength.
Yeah.
My story is very interesting. Very beautiful indeed. From the ashes to whom I am today. My mom conceived me like any other woman.
Yes.
But in a unique way. A well-designed way by God. Yeah. A super gorgeous way.
Super. Yeah.
Because my mom, she was raped when she was 15 years.
Raped at 15.
Yes. She was young.
Yeah.
So naive. She knew nothing. And it was the saddest moment in her life because she was in Form 2. And it was not an easy thing for her, even that experience.
Yes.
Because at first, the women's cycles, the menstruation period, she never had that encounter.
Yeah.
So, but I believe she was eating well, so she was fertile. So, so what I love, it was like Ileni hit and learn.
Oh yes,
hit and learn, you know.
Yeah.
And So my mom conceived this beautiful woman, this pretty girl, which it was the hardest task for her in her life. She felt so bad, but at first she didn't know that she's pregnant. Until now the pregnancy is growing, the fetus, this baby, she's growing now inside. And now, now there are the changes, the body changes. So her mother realized, like, hey, my black, beautiful American woman, there are some changes. And she was like, Phoebe, are you pregnant? She was like, pregnant? No, I'm not pregnant. But I love this phrase venye ya Kikuyu that her mother asked her, Kirigo, wenada. And she was like, kila mtu akona tumbo yake. I have mine.
Uko na tumbo, yeah. Uko na tumbo. I have my stomach.
I have my stomach.
Yeah,
so,
everyone has a stomach.
Yeah, so it was not a big deal. Like, what are you asking?
Yeah.
And she was like, have you ever?
So she innocently said yes.
No, she's like, you're asking me if I have a stomach, and I have a stomach.
Yeah.
And,
like, are you pregnant? But somehow saying yes, yeah, I have a stomach.
I have a stomach. Because you see, I'm eating each and every day.
Yeah.
So nothing wrong with me. And she was like, I see like you're pregnant. And she was like, huh? I'm pregnant. It was the hardest moment for her.
Yeah.
And now her mother, she don't know where she's going to start the story because of my grandfather. She is born in a family of 8, 6 girls, 2 boys.
Yeah.
And now she's here. So my grandmother is like, my goodness, we are struggling to raise these kids. Now, the thing that have happened, I don't know where I will pick my notes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To approach my husband because of this thing that has happened. And she's seeing her girl, she's easy, she knows nothing. Akamwita akamwambia, you know what? I see like you're pregnant. She felt so bad. Do you have a boyfriend? A boyfriend?
Who is a boyfriend?
Are you dating? Dating? Who?
Is there a man? Where?
And she's like, no. So my grandmother, she used a nice approach. So now the girl can be able to speak out what happened. And she was like, no, we worked with my friend. We went to a certain place. And this happened. Do you know the man? No. How did it happen? I was just hijacked. And then what happens? What happened? That thing happened.
Yeah, yeah.
And this far I am. And she's like, who will I do? She felt so bad.
Yeah.
And like now, there is no praise in her life. She felt so scattered. I want now you try to imagine a Form 2 girl who is a preteen girl becoming a mother at that age. Her feelings, and he had set her goals of life that she want to become a wakili.
Yeah, okay.
Now wakili have changed now to be a preteen mom, which is not easy for her. And she felt so bad. She developed anger issues, bitterness. And she felt like now there's no praise. There is no good praise for me in this world. So from there, she developed trauma. An injustice trauma. And she was like, do I commit suicide? Do I abort? But I love my grandmother. She nurtured the girl, her, the daughter
in her.
And she used to tell her that there is nothing that is too hard for you to become a mother. It is an extra mile. It is God ordained. But she was asking, how is it God ordained? How will I focus?
How is it God ordained?
How is it God ordained?
God, yeah.
And after carrying now the pregnancy for 9 months, The family background was an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Even getting food.
Yeah.
They used to live in a house. Yeah, bow. You know?
Yeah.
So she was like, where will I start this journey? So the time she's coming to give birth, hana nguo za mtoi. Nothing. She don't know where to start. She don't know where to pick her broken pieces. Now the time of giving delivery, she was waiting for those weird labor pains, you know, the giants, the storms,
the thunder.
the thunder.
Yeah.
You know, she used to hear stories that women scream.
Yeah.
So she's waiting for something that she gonna scream. Oh my God, the baby is coming. The baby is here.
Hey, you movies. Yeah.
So now when the labor pain started, she was so silent. She don't know where to start. Now, ilifika usiku midnight.
Oh.
She felt like, now I'm feeling pain. I cannot be able to stomach. I cannot be able to hold things. So like, Matthew, let's go to the hospital. I'm feeling like I have now the labor pain.
Yeah.
I give birth.
Yeah.
Okay, Phoebe, calm down. Nguo za mtoi ziko wapi? Nothing.
In labor pain.
In labor pain. Nothing.
Yeah.
So my grandmother, she called a neighbor to assist her. Now the beautiful thing about my life, that I was born in a roadside, you can imagine.
Yeah.
Katikati ya miti, nyasi.
Yes.
And she was like, now this is it. So where are they going to start? To look for clothes, shuka. So my grandmother.
Wait, before, okay, so your grandmother called your neighbor so that they can take your mom to the hospital or to help her give birth
to the hospital.
Or that is how now your mother gave birth to you on the road because they were going to the hospital. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense.
So, you know, they didn't have anything. They don't have scissors. They don't have the wembes, the strings, nothing. You can imagine, eh?
Yeah.
So now she delivered this baby girl, asking the neighbors to saidie one careso now to
just at least wrap the baby.
I'm telling you can imagine.
And it's at night.
It's at night.
Hey.
Then from there, they rushed to the hospital. And everything was well, imagine. Yeah. She delivered well. Everything was okay. After that, so nizile harakati like, no. Let's try to shanga to raise some money so we can buy the clothes for this baby. So it was that. And that is how I was born. So you see now this young woman who is so naive.
Yeah.
Like, to start now taking care of the baby. To matiti, small like
she's
this.
a baby herself.
Yes.
Hey.
So there are two babies. You can imagine two babies.
In the same house.
In the same house.
Yeah.
So Neil like, no, if you want to hold the baby, to breastfeed, it's like this. So yalikuwa naniweka up like nasimama like someone who is scribing a radar, you know, because even
so that at least you can
breastfeed. Yes.
Yeah.
And what to breastfeed? There is nothing in the house.
Yeah.
No food.
So there's no milk.
Yeah. And what I love most, it was the season of marenge, pumpkins. So now, there was the yellow maize. So the ugari is yellow. The soup is yellow. So everything was yellow. So even the baby was yellowing.
Okay. Your story, the way you're telling your story, okay, it's supposed to be a sudden, but now.
You know, there is something that I can't do.
Yeah.
I cannot sympathize with what happened.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a product of rape, but I myself, I don't look like the result of rape case.
Powerful. Powerful. So powerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I believe in myself.
Yeah.
I believe that God, He has done it for me.
Oh, yes.
And there was no any other way. There was no any other way.
Speak to that person.
That my mother could call me for 9 months. You know, because if it was to date, maybe when after Form 4 for encourage. But God wanted to raise a woman of valor of this generation who could speaking to this generation, who could be preaching to this generation if my mom was not raped. So I always say, thank you to that man who raped my mom. You did a nice work, Bana. Giving the right sperm. I just thank that man.
Pesh, I've never heard of this. I've never heard of. What are you saying?
Yes. You see the story in the Bible about the Onan and whoever that used to, you know.
My goodness. Yeah.
Tumwaga the sperms chini.
Chini.
Weza huyu mwanaume hazikupotelea. Alitoa kitu bana. Even if the story is not easy for the one who was raped. The trauma to encounter to, you know, to where I am today. Actually, it has been a journey of peeling out the anger, the bitterness, you know, all those.
We are getting there. Don't go there yet.
Right.
Let's go back to Malenge and the brown, the yellow maize, and now you're feeding. Mom did have a lot of milk.
By the way, let me tell you one thing, my darling. Yes, mine. I'm telling you, 4 days. Nilikuwa nimepewa food. 4 days. Kitovu ikitoka hivi. Because 4 days. As you're waiting for 6 months that you breastfeed for 6 months. She was breastfeeding what?
At 4 days.
Yes.
You were given food.
Yes. That marenge. When you see me, that I'm a heavyweight. Kukula mapema.
What are you saying? 4 days.
Yes, because there was nothing.
And you needed to survive either way.
And now the baby is here. There is no other option. It's just to feed the baby. And to take care of the baby.
Okay. Okay, tuendele. A baby at 4 days feeding.
Yes. You know those times, not like our time that we have everything.
Actually,
that we have the naan, the Cerelac, the what. The Cerelac of that time was marenge. My people, let me tell you, life is not a joke, man. Don't kill yourself. Don't feel like you're so vulnerable.
Yeah, don't kill yourself.
Don't kill yourself.
If you don't have Cerelac, malenge is there. What is it?
And popo.
And popo is there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, now, she started taking care of the baby. Now, there is this now, the sad story of her that now, are you going to go back to school? Yes, mine. I'm going to go back to school. I'm telling you. My mom, she became a mau, a freedom fighter. Now the trauma. Nobody is understanding now. She's in trauma. She need assistance. The mental issues. The pain. Feeling like now she's isolated. She is an outcast in the society. I'm telling you, my darling. Venye alirudi shule. Vita ilianza hapo. Mwalimu.
Oh, now I'm getting the mau fighting. I'm getting it now. What? I literally thought she joined Mama.
No, she's fighting for her freedom. Like now I have to fit in this society by fire, by thunder.
I have to fit in.
I have to fit in. I have to fix everything. But now the way she was fixing things, it's out of anger, bitterness, fight. She was so violent. Violent. So like now nobody's understanding the other part of her story.
Yeah.
What she passed through.
Yeah.
The rape. Nobody's there.
Yeah.
So no counseling at that time. Nobody to hold her hand.
Yeah.
That she can get a shoulder to lean on. She can be able to cope up with life. She can be able to move on now.
And I think also protecting herself.
Now, her self-protection was now violence.
Yeah, fighting.
So, she went back to school. In 2 weeks time, alikuwa home. Amepiga mwalimu. Amepiga watoi kwa class. Because you see, they're asking, where is the baby?
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was trying to protect herself. She doesn't want to explain anything. No. Live my life.
Nimekuja kusoma.
Ama kuambia mtoto wako.
Ama nimekuja now tunaleta story about my baby.
Yeah.
But my mom told me that she used to love me because I was super beautiful.
Oh, but you still are.
I was now the malenge, the yellow, a blonde skin baby. And like now, and that saying that if she could go out, naona venye tunabebanga mtoi alikuwa ameishi kunifunika kwa sababu naona like kuna watu wako mashombaya.
Yeah.
Watalani mtoto wangu and their pain, Then you see now the school is not working. Now she's back at home to start another. Now her father, my grandfather, asked her, what else can you do? Can you do tailoring? Everything was yes.
Yeah, whatever you bring.
Whatever you bring on the table is a yes.
Going with it.
Let me tell you. She's just an interesting woman.
Yeah.
Kuingia kwa now the tailoring to start the course.
Yeah.
And now kuna like now start the course, the paperwork, that go and come with that karatasi kia unga. You see now you cut the whatever this out to do, this out to do.
Yeah.
And she was like,
this
is another slavery, bana.
We are not doing this.
I'm not doing this. Mine, I have now to run away.
Yeah.
So she's not going to finish the assignments. She's not going to do anything. She's just there, seated there. Now, anataka now to outshine everybody because of violence. So anataka kuwapika. So it was another drama. Fight.
Yeah.
Kupiga mwalimu na kushomoka. Nakakula school fees.
Hey. Kumbe story ya school fees ilianza kitambo.
Yeah, so you see now the life. So from there, she had a gift of pleating hair. She's a salonist.
Yeah.
So it's just to look, how will I now start my life? How will I pick my broken pieces again? I must start from somewhere.
Yeah.
So like, akaanza now the salon thing, making people hair. Now she's feeling now a bit comfortable.
Yeah.
But now she's not comfortable. It is now going to be worse than ever. Because of the peer pressure, the challenges of life, the family background, all what's said and done by the society, feeling so bad, feeling rejected. Now she wants now like to do a cover up.
Yeah.
She wants now to redeem herself.
Yeah.
Now, how is she going to redeem herself? Now, or to try to get her identity back. It was the saddest thing in her life because that is the time she started smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking. And not only smoking, yes, kidukuru in the morning, afternoon, and jioni.
Where? we'll write it down what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she felt like this thing is not working well for me.
Yeah.
Let me do a top up. Pilsner, day, night, Tasker.
Oh my.
And she became so miserable.
Yeah. Oh.
And now she's like, where will I start? How will I cope up with his life? And she's like, now this is my life, day in, day out. Bangi in the morning, in the afternoon, na kamoja ka usiku. You see, yeah? And now, drinking alcohol now and then. So yeye alikuwa anataka kukaa akiwa
too high.
Steam. Ako too high.
Yeah.
Because of the challenges she's undergoing. She went to prison. The reason why? It was a time for Sabasaba, I guess. 1992 or 90, I don't know. I can't remember well.
Yeah.
She went to Nakuru. She's looking for a job. She's trying to see how now she's gonna try to take care of the baby. And you see, but not to take care of me because I was raised by my grandmother and my grandfather. Yeah. But at least she can get something to send home. Yes, that now her mother could take care of me.
Yes.
I'm telling you, my personal person, who is my mom, the freedom fighter her. You can imagine. It is now the time that this Matiba Siju watch all those things that were happening. Yeah. She's like, okay. The police are here. I don't have a choice. And wanapiga watu. So you can see like the way there was Madam Mano, the case, and understand this person who is undergoing trauma.
Yeah.
Alitoka nje hivi. Kushukua bunduki ya polisi. Ile mangumi alimpea. I'm telling you, this woman, she was good with wrestling, bana. That hello.
What?
Hello. You know she's tall and slender.
Yeah. But
like you guys, are you coming for me? I'm so stressed. Things are not working. I'm trying to look for something that I can even be able to feed my baby. And then you are coming for me. Aliwatoshanisha. Kama mchina akijenga barabara.
What?
Yeah. From there.
Yeah.
Remand for 3 months. Then to jail, Nakuru. Except for about 2.5 years. Now she became worse. She became worse. Yes.
After prison?
No, in the prison because now she was the general commander.
Yeah. What's going on? You're in prison, but you're not the general.
So all the inmates, whatever you are doing,
you have to report.
You have to report. If you go, if you're not going to eat that food, yes, you give her to eat. And you know, she's trying to do all things that, like, if she can recover her identity back. Yeah. And you know, these things that people pass through, the challenges that you see people passing, the mental issue, the mental health. It's the mental what?
Yeah, the mental health.
The mental health.
Yeah.
That thing didn't start today.
No.
So, after now coming out the prison, she came home. But the time she was in prison at that time, I used to feel so bad.
Yeah, I was too
like now, I had this problem with kids. If you come to school and you start speaking about your father and your mother, I'm telling you, Maina, nita kuchapa. Taenda kwa huyo mama yenu.
That's why you became the freedom
because you see, like now, because how are you bragging that you have 2 parents, and I don't know if your father is the one who raped my mother. That's why I'm passing all this.
At this time, you knew about them?
Yes, at the age of 7, because I asked my grandmother, where is my father?
Oh.
Because...
Did you understand rape at this time?
No, I didn't understand, but I was like, the way she narrated the story.
It was not a good thing.
Yeah. And I was like, oh man, she used to tell me, please, please, listen and listen carefully. Usitembe uko na vijana, ubebe mimba like. At age of 7, 8, you see now the trauma. That's the time that I attempted to kill myself, to commit suicide. The first time. and it didn't work. But I thank God the way it didn't work. Yani huyu jamaa alifanya vizuri.
Nakwambia, sasa naweza ningekuwa naongea na nani wewe?
Yeah, so it didn't work.
Yeah.
Now there is now the shout trauma that I'm going through, feeling so bad. You know, like now the time to do homework. My grandmother cannot be able to assist me. Yeah. I'm just there. So you see now the farriers, the school fees and everything. I'm in and out of school.
Mom is in prison.
My mom is in prison, you know. And it became the norm of their life. So I had to adapt. I didn't have a choice. Yeah. Now she came back home. Things were bad. Because that time. Wachili alikuwa navuta bangi asubuhi saa 6 na jioni. Sasa now it's a routine. Now and then, now and then, now and then. So that thing actually irritated me so much. I felt so bad to see how miserable she is. And I was like, if this woman, she was not raped, she's doing all this, she's suffering because...
So you started blaming yourself.
I started now blaming myself, like, now, why is my mother passing all this pain? And it was not easy. It wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy. But my grandfather and my grandmother took me to the church. So I started serving at the age of 12.
Like Jesus.
Yeah, I started serving at the age of 12 in the church. And the life still was not easy. Kwa sababu there is that story. Ule msichana ukimuona pale, alizaliwa na rape case. You know, that feeling you feel like there is a vacuum in your life. There is something that you're passing through, but even to penetrate, even it's not coming out.
Yeah.
Even I'm shying of myself. I'm feeling like, even if I'm serving God, I'm in the wrong position. I'm in the wrong, you know, everything that I'm doing is not okay.
Yeah.
So I used to feel like I'm an outcast in society. I used to feel so bad.
The whispers.
And let me tell you, my dear, when we say about attacks and the issues that you feel that shetani huwa anakuongelesha, those small voices. At the age of 13, I remember very well. I attempted suicide the second time. Nilikunywa dawa ya panya. But it didn't work. And I feel like now I want to die.
Yeah.
Because I see like everything is not working, not in school, wherever I go, things are not okay. Yeah. So now there is that poor parenting. Poor parenting. So I have so many things that I was suffering, rejection, I have anger issues. And you know, most of our kids that are raised by single mothers, they are raised in that area or that this woman, she have a lot of bitterness. Yeah. So all the bitterness, all the anger issues, they are deposited in these children. Yeah. So you can understand now what I'm carrying, the burden that is in my life, for me becoming, how will I be able even to resuscitate my life that now I can be able to start again.
Yeah, and you're only 13 at this point.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a lot.
And at the age of 14, that is the time I started speaking its tongues. I felt like there is a small transformation now in my life. I'm becoming that woman. I'm becoming that girl. And then I started preaching, you know, like now I feel like things are now working. I can be able to stand. Even if when I go home, I used to cry a lot. I used to cry a lot. I was feeling so vulnerable. I was feeling so bad.
Yeah.
And the second time now, my mom is going to go to jail.
At the age of 14?
Yes, no, at the age of 16.